I have 7 months to become a scratch player, or else my lady friend gets a Mini Cooper convertible. There's a lot on the line here. In my last video, I explained how I became a handicap 4 golfer in just 4 months. Something I'm very proud of. However, going from 4 to 0 seems exponentially harder. Not only because it means playing to par every single round, but also because my beautiful home course Paliedo Golf Club is one of Europe's hardest with slope 138. The greens are so hard to read, there's no forgiveness. One mistake and it's game over. Luckily, I'm a fighter, not a lover. So in my mind, I'm already a scratch player just waiting for reality to catch up. So let me break down my plan in details while I attempt to break par for the first time in my life. So I see myself as a scratch player already, and that might sound a little bit cocky, but I know that I can play this course to par. I've done it once, but I know that I can do it on a consistent basis. And it really just comes down to fixing my mistakes, because whether your game is brilliant or just alright, you know that you can make a par or even birdie, so you already have all the data you need. You can play every hole like a scratch player. The problem is just that you make too many mistakes every round. So if you imagine on hole 1, you make a nice straight drive, then you make a pretty decent approach shot on the green, and you 2-putt. That's a par. Now I just replicate this 18 times. You saw the video where I played at Santa
Lucera? We're playing tomorrow, so I just wanted to know what it looked like. So I was like, wait.
Well, the shirt is a giveaway.
Yeah, pretty much so, yeah.
How do you like this one?
It's hard.
It's hard, yeah.
I haven't subscribed, but I will subscribe.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Thank you. Cheers. Well, I guess I'm becoming a little bit of a golf influencer. Anyway, the next talking point is why do I want to become a scratch player so badly? And first of all, golf is the hardest game in the world. Michael Jordan said it, hence it's the truth.
I kind of got into golf mainly because from a competitive standpoint, to me, it is the hardest game to play.
Absolutely.
No, but really, becoming a scratch player is something that around 1% of all golfers become. So when you are a scratch player, you have mastered the game. It's not just about becoming a scratch player and saying that I'm a handicap 0, although I will say that every time I get the chance. But for me, being a scratch player means you've mastered many aspects of life also. You're able to stay composed during hardship. You know how to stay disciplined. You are capable of studying and learning on a high level. I mean, I'm not saying that there aren't assholes who are scratch players, but generally as a human, you have to be in balance. Otherwise, you just can't play good golf. You have to be in balance. We have a birdie putt, and check out this crater here. I have to become an alpha male full of epic testosterone. This is one of the things I'm working on with my game, because there are 2 approaches to every golf shot. You can be a little bit anxious, uncertain, and maybe I'm gonna miss that left, or I am just going to absolutely murder this. I will find my gorilla killer instinct, and there is only one option for this shot, and I put it exactly where I want it. This is the approach that I think is very important to the game, because if I don't believe that I'm going to murder the ball, who will believe it? Fear and uncertainty, it destroys the game. This comes down to the drive, the approach, and the putts. The putts, you really have to be a mean silverback to just hold the putts, because you have to be confident in the line. You have to be confident that your speed is correct. All of this. So find your inner gorilla. Get down, get down, get down, get down, get down, get down. Check my divot, literally right next to the hole. It was 1 meter too short. Have you guys ever heard of the 90-10 rule? Well, I just came up with it because I am spending 90% on the mental game and 10% on mechanics. I think this is honestly a fair distribution, considering how important the mental game is, because you know how to swing the club, You know how to hit the ball. You've done it a million times. Sure, you can do tweaks, you can improve, you can always improve. But generally, it comes down to the consistency and whether or not you can do it over and over again. So if I can maintain a very calm and sharp mental state, I just hit the ball well over and over again, or there is a higher chance that I will do it. And so I really take this extremely seriously, like maybe too serious for some people's liking. For example, before every shot I take a deep breath and hold for 4 seconds, because this calms the parasympathetic system, meaning your body relaxes and the mind quiets. Something as simple as this can be enough to improve your game by 5 strokes. At least it's done that for me. Because just imagine not doing this. You have the mind chatter going, you're unsure of your next shot. In short, you're kind of spiraling. So if you're not able to manage your mental game, then you are fucked. I'm sorry. But it goes much further than that. I eat in accordance with what my body reacts well to. Except for 1 cup of coffee in the morning, I only drink water. A few weeks ago, I had a fairly long streak where I had little too many beers daily and even cigarettes. And I'm not even a smoker. And it completely wrecked my mental game and subsequently my scoring. And so when I got back to my healthy routine 2 weeks ago, I have just played so much better. I shot 72, which is par here, last week. And so it's not a secret that the better fuel you put in your body, the better your mental game, hence the better you play golf. I like to call this the scratch lifestyle. Are you joining me? Guys, I can't be the only one. You just played 18 holes around. You feel like you played like crap, but you actually scored okay. And this is something that I'm really struggling with, where no matter how well I play or how good my score is, oftentimes I feel very guilty about my game, that I'm a crap golfer. It's cognitive dissonance because I'm in my mind thinking that every single golf shot should be purely hit. It should be the best golf shot of all time. And anything other than that is not really that good. And I think a lot of golfers struggle with this, shaming themselves all the time because the golf is not how they think it should be. And this is golf, guys. Even the best players in the world, John Rahm, he will flunk a chip shot. Dustin Johnson would hook a drive out of bounds. Even the best in the world, they make shitty shots. And that's such a reassuring that I am good enough. You know? I'm really just trying to wake up to the fact that golf is inherently random. You will never hit the golf ball perfectly every single time. So when you relieve yourself of this stress, I think that you will improve your mental game. Yes! And ironically enough, the damn putter is the next talking point here, because I think what stands between me and becoming a scratch player is the putter. I need to hold more putts. I have a very high green regulation. I measure it on my every round, and it's between 13 to 14 out of 18 greens. That's very good. That's actually on par with Tour Pros. Obviously, I'm playing this course again and again, so maybe it's different on other courses, but generally it comes down to my putter. I don't like my putter. I've been putting with my Odyssey 2 ball, iconic putter, but it's just not working out, so I broke up with it. We had a crushing breakup. It was vicious. And then now I'm back to the Tiger putter. I don't even know where I have this from. I think I bought it when I was 10 years old or something. And I wanted it because Tiger had one that looked like this. I don't think Tiger has a ping putter. I think it's a Scotty Cameron he has. I'm not sure. Either way, I'm actually putting better with this, although I just started putting with it, so I had gotten used to the other one. But as I mentioned in the previous video, I've fallen in love with a putter. It's the Lab OZ1. I already put it in the basket in the web shop online. I found it cheaper. It's only $700 €1,200, but it's cheaper than the €1,000 I found in the other web shop. Anyway, my point is that it's probably not just the putter it comes down to. It's also the guy at the end of the shaft, which is me. And I'd like to know your thoughts, because I feel like I'm banging my head against the wall. I have so many birdie putts within 3, 4, 5 meters, and I don't hole a lot of them, like maybe 10%. It's just not good enough. So I'd like to know from you guys if you had the same problem and you then bought your dream putter. Did it solve some of it? I don't know what to do other than, you know, just really focus intensely on practicing and practicing. 2 over on front 9. We have 4 par 5s on back 9, and I will make a birdie on each of them. You did not see that. So what I did is that I teed it lower than usually, and when I was looking down at the ball, I was like, that looks a little bit low, but I was too lazy to put it up a little bit, and I healed it. But this is a par 5. I'll still make a birdie. You see the mental game, guys? It's a good putt. That's what we call a very messy par. So after playing intense for the last 5 months, there is one thing that I have realized, and that is real improvements only comes after intense focus on improving. Let me explain. For example, this chip here is one of the most difficult shots for me, and I will only improve this shot if I figure out exactly what needs to be done. These types of shots will take too long to fix if I only practice during a round of golf, simply because they're quite rare. So this is where I focus intensely on the mechanics. So it's not entirely about feel here. I have to incorporate the mind and figure out the mechanics. And then with practice, I start to get the feel. I lose the mind again. I'm trying to apply this to my putting also, but it's not going super well. That's how strong the wind is. Oh my god. 3 over after 11 holes. Again, I should have made birdie on last hole. So the last 3 holes, great example on the mental game and just how important it is, because I am not playing well right now. I've been, since hole 9, disaster, 10, disaster, 11, disaster, now 12, kind of a disaster. So this is where I really have to just stay balanced and not just, you know. Oh my god, it's such a good putt. I'm actually liking this putter, guys. Maybe I'll save myself €700. So really understanding how to play each hole is, course management basically. Is something that is very new to me, because after I took up golf after my 20-year break, I have gone straight back to the teenage mindset where it's just about playing the ball and not think about it too much. And while there is merit to that, it's also wrong, because I would always and still struggle with this. Always play the hero shot. This is not just course management. It's really, convincing my little noodle that I have to consider what is the best play here. What do I really need the driver? Could I go with an iron? Should I lay up instead of going at it? Because the problem is that right now I have a very superficial approach to each shot. It's just, get close to the pin. That's it. It's so hard for me to allow awareness into, you know, the pre-shot analysis, you know. I think I can gain a lot of shots by incorporating this, because the deeper I can go, you know, okay, where should I put the ball? If I consider that the ball should land before the flag, because then I have an uphill putt, as opposed to just, you know, close to the pin, and then you have a downhill putt that is much harder. So all those things, I have to consider that if I want to be a scratch player. Oh, fly, please fly. 350 meters against the wind. I don't understand how. Go in. Oh, wow. But guys, it's a birdie. Oh, so nice here. Guys, if you have not been to Madeira, you need to come to Madeira. Hit me up if you want to play with me. I love meeting new people. And if you like good weather, this is a place to be. Anyway, I have 2 talking points left. One of them is putting pressure on myself. So the reason I made a bet with my girlfriend in terms of this Mini Cooper is not just to add stakes and make it interesting for you guys. It's also to put pressure on myself, because I don't feel like spending 30k on a car. I'd rather spend 30k on balls, gear, lots of different putters and fun equipment that I can test. So there's a lot on the line, and I hate losing. When I say that I'm going to become a scratch player within 365 days, it's because it's happening. But the point is also having this deadline that is only getting closer and closer. It motivates me to stay accountable to myself, and it really works, because I'm fighting against time, but I'm also improving fast. Like, imagine this, I was so excited to break 80 just 2 months ago. Now, not breaking 80, it's a complete disaster. So much has changed in so little time, and now I'm kind of battling breaking par with a few shots every time. So yeah, having this deadline and that car on the line is it's great. It's a great motivation. It's about gamifying the game of golf, because we love it so much, because it's a game. That's why we play it. We're just as nerdy as people who are playing Fortnite or Roblox or whatever those games are. We just get to be in nature and breathe fresh air, not farts. Yeah? Oh! I want to go in the hole, and then it's like, let me run an errand. Go! 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 There's only one more talking point in this video. Hope you have enjoyed it, and if you're still here, thank you for watching this video. It has been quite the journey starting a golf channel from scratch. If you don't know who I am, I also have another YouTube channel with my girlfriend, and we've been doing YouTube for 8 years. So the other channel, we have 120 something thousand subscribers. Starting this golf here has been humbling, because I've done, I think, 15-16 videos, and circling in on 300 subscribers. So yeah, every one of you I appreciate a lot. Thank you so much for subscribing and being here. I can't believe I met a guy who watched my videos. So enjoying the game, that is the last point on the menu today, and it goes back to the mental game, because it's hard to enjoy the game as soon as you don't play to your abilities. So sometimes you really want to throw the clubs and just... I've gotten really good at controlling myself and just not letting golf get the best of me. So I always find time to enjoy a beautiful tree, take a deep breath, and, you know, really be grateful, because in the end we're here to enjoy. I think it's so important to remember the good shots, you know, and not just the bad ones. And I also believe that great golf is a direct consequence of great energy. So the more positive you are, the more happy, the more you look like Phil Mickelson, you know? The better the golf you'll play. Like, take a look at Phil Mickelson in his heydays. He just seemed so grateful for every moment, and it's really amazing to see that. Be positive, happy, and don't worry. Let's make an eagle here. Up and down. Pulled. Get down, get down. So the interesting thing is, actually, I talked about it earlier. I feel like I have played absolutely garbage golf today, but I shot a 74. I'm happy, I'm proud of myself. See you next Sunday, guys. Thank you so much for subscribing and watching. I'll go to the beach now and take a dip in the ocean.